Scott Johnson, how you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm doing good. I'm eating.
Oh my God, the Yes Man. The Yes Man is
Dried
here.
squid.
Dried squid. Ooh.
Scott, do you have any questions for the Yes Man?
Oh no, you had it before.
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
I have one question.
Yes.
For the Yes Man.
Yes.
Is Mad Max Fury Road the greatest film ever made? Well, all right then. Confirmation, finally.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to... Okay.
See you later.
Okay. Thank you very much, Yes Man. Oh man, hey, what an episode, everybody.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that's one of our own. That's so amazing.
Isn't that cool? I had no idea, dude. I played him on TMS and just thought, another wacky audio file to play in the morning. And
I totally misread. I just assumed it was also someone sending it to us because it was about Boneless Wings.
Yeah.
That's so great.
So good.
So holy shit, I got a million questions. I want to know if he has a Twitter, because if he has a Twitter, I want to shower him with love. And I'm blown away.
You know what this reminds me of? It's when I found out Kurt Schilling listened to my show and how excited I was. It didn't turn out great in the end, but
I was about to say, weird example to go.
I was going to say,
It was great at the beginning.
For Anders, stay off GoFundMe. But if that's where we're going with that parallel,
Yeah. I think he's on Facebook.
Yeah.
It looks like he is very happily on Facebook.
He is happily on Facebook. Well, if there is a public-facing thing, then we should bomb him with Diamond Club love. Because you're saying like that looks like an email that he would that is of a guy, right? That looks legit.
Right.
This is the voice of somebody who refuses to believe.
Okay, I believe he's got a
really
Twitter.
Is one of our own.
If we're gonna send all sorts of good and only good stuff to the Twitter.
Oh God, no! He did it, man. He made it through. We need to shower. We need to set an example of what happens when one of our own breaks into the wider world.
It looks like it is handsome 121 duck. Handsome, and then the numbers 121 duck on Twitter. Husband, chemical engineer, and a wing lover.
Holy shit. And he said, Brian, on September 3rd, to you tweeting this, thank you. I would have never done it without your inspiration. He sent that to you on September 3rd. And you did shit.
I know. I'm
He even retweeted you. This man is a hero.
I mean, I did tweet.
Had a lot of tweets about wings actually on here. Kind of a single issue voter, I believe, Onder.
All right. Yes,
he's got a Drake meme. He's got a Drake meme.
Everybody either compliments or just diamond. Like, that's it.
Here we go. Let's see, will this pull up? Here we go. I'm gonna quote tweet this. We stan a saucy nug king. And I'm gonna get some crown emojis in this one. That's so good. Handsome, one more time. That's handsome121 duck on Twitter.
Yep. He's a husband, a chemical engineer, and a wing lover, it says.
I love it. That's so great.
Yeah. And there are a lot of posts about chicken wings. I think he's real, like the real deal on those chicken wings.
What I love is also, so pre all of this, his account is like very underused. Early September is when this all breaks off. A previous tweet in August, and then one other previous tweet in January of this year. No other tweets.
I am so happy. I am so happy. This is amazing.
That's fucking crazy. Wow.
That's great.
That's rad.
You know what's also rad is not emails. I mean, emails are great. Thank you, everybody who sends in emails. Show titles that people have sent in using the Bangus command in the chat, where we're going to look at them now at nightattack.showbot.tv. Some of our top ones voted here include Singing, Ask your local capitalist. Harry Potter 9.
That's a good one. Ask your local capitalist is very good.
Oop. Harry Potter 9, The Return of Edward Scissorhands. Got some left. 3 white men discuss feminism is a pretty accurate
Oh, no,
one.
that's Beatty. Don't do it.
Yeah, we might just put that in somewhere else. Let's see. I'm making a guess here and I'm not a feminist. Singing. A good place for secrets is pretty good. I'm going to click that one. We always forget. Landed the plane safely is very true.
Yeah.
F a frog.
Nice.
Lurking and jerking.
Frog.
We know all the horses. It's pretty good. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we do. As it turns out, that's science, man. We know all
Ask
the
your
horses.
local capitalist in the square.
I like in the square. That's a good addition to that one. Here's a shovel. C. Scott Dig. Picnic in a minefield. Mad Max 5. Furiosa in the city. Mad Max Too Fast. Too Furiosa. Toxic masculinity runs Basha Town. Oh, you're so much of a loser you can't realize when you've won. Was really sick. That was kind of a sick one, Juice.
Well, that's one of my favorite quotes from Dusk Till Dawn. That's a Tarantino special.
Oh, that's great.
Safari fingers. Butt crack. The new contactless payment. A fancy bird named Shakira. I like that one. Oop, no. That might get some of our UK listeners in on this one. A fancy bird named Shakira. A jaunty looking insect. The woke episode. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The lurkin jerk is a good one.
Yeah.
The lurkin jerk.
Ed Flockhart gets thrown off the plane.
Harrison Ford fucked my wife, but she still took my last name.
We could. Let's see. It's called the scientific method. I don't believe in science. Mounting Prince Charles. Juggalo bug.
To the continent of Prince Charles.
Yeah.
Arthur.
This episode brought to you by Quip.
This night has been a not. Yeah.
A lot of titles. Jesus.
A lot of good stuff here. Who wouldn't greenlight this? I'm learning a lot of stupid shit. Is he really afraid of yellow, or is that just a different type of magic for the Green
No,
Lantern?
that's a really thing. That's a real thing.
Oh,
He's not afraid of it.
He's afraid
It's just,
of yellow.
It just
No,
it can defeat
it
the power
kills
of yellow
him.
can defeat
Yeah.
the power of green.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, that
and
makes
he's
more
not
sense.
afraid of it.
Hey, by the way, hey Bryce, for the record, comics were made for children. I don't know if you picked up on this.
sorry. Modern culture has affected my calibration on that.
I know we're all really want to have like gritty like rape scenes in our comic movies,
I did
but
not
they were
say
made
that.
for children. Yeah.
The capitalist arachnid. Was there a shoe called Jellies? Let's see. Cars 2, perfect for kids and olds. I don't remember that one.
Arthur Conan O'Brien, low key, very funny.
Don't email us about masturbation. Please fucking don't. I'm the only one who reads it. And that's
Yeah, you don't want to
And
know,
look,
dude.
And he's so careful with it. He didn't pass on that a viral hit clip was inspired by our show for a week.
That's how much he cares
careful
about.
looks.
That's how carefully he reads all of those emails. Why would you name a bird after me? Because you're
Dear
fixed.
Night Attack, me and my brother flew a flying contraption in your honor. Bryce, I don't know, archive.
Oh. Female clitoris.
shouldn't have mentioned it. I shouldn't have mentioned when I got that email. Should have just left that be a mystery.
Look. We're very happy we got it. That's all that matters. It matters that you went back and we got it. That's all that matters.
Oh, so good.
All right, we're gonna go to the top here. See the top one.
Dig, Scott Dig.
The top is I'm making a guess here, and I'm not a feminist. But ask your local capitalist is our top highlighted one here. Look
Pretty
at the checked
good.
ones here.
I like ask your local capitalist
In the square.
in the square.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah, the
Justin?
square makes it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Awesome. Thank you to Scooper Nova Girl and everyone who submit show titles during the show. With the Bang S command, I'm going to take a
Thank
few
you,
moments
that fancy bird Shakira.
and write an email
She's
to
really something.
our guy.
Yeah. Plumage. A lot of plumage.
Can you just play the full city council thing? Like
Right now? Can it be in a couple?
I mean, if sure, whatever. I just
it's
I
the
just want to
entire-
hear it again.
Okay.
Oh,
I promise I won't take up too much of your time here. My name is Ander Christensen. I live at 1212 Twin Ridge Road. Lincoln has the
He's doxed
opportunity to
himself.
be a social leader in this country. We have been casually ignoring a problem that has gotten so out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning and treating things as though they're normal. I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine. I'm talking about boneless chicken wings. I propose that we as a city remove the... Excuse me, I'm trying to...
Yeah.
Excuse me.
That's the part that sells it. That one moment.
I propose that we as a
sells
city
it.
remove the name Boneless Wings from our menus and from our hearts. These are our reasons why. Number one, nothing about boneless chicken wings actually come from the wing of a chicken. We would be disgusted if a butcher was mislabeling their cuts of meats, but then we go around and pretending as though the breast of the chicken is its wing. Number two, boneless chicken wings are just chicken tenders, which are already boneless. I don't go to order boneless tacos. I don't go and order boneless club sandwiches. I don't ask for boneless auto repair. It's just what's expected.
boneless
And then
auto
number
repair
three,
slays
we need
me.
to raise our children better. Our children are raised being afraid of having bones attached to their meat. That's where meat comes from. It grows on bones. We need to teach them that the wing of a chicken is from a chicken, and it's delicious. I propose that we rename boneless wings in the city of Lincoln. We can call them buffalo-style chicken tenders. We can call them wet tenders. We can call them saucy nugs or trash. We can take these steps and show the country that where we stand and that we understand that we've been living a lie for far too long. And we know it because we feel it in our bones.
Thank you. Hold it down, please.
I would like to just comment here. For the record, that's my son.
Trash.
That's amazing. And so, by the way, that's his wife, I guess, that
Yeah.
posted it on YouTube. But what a fucking shit job like that, which I assume is the original video, has like 121,000 views, and that thing went around the world 3 or 4 times with as fast as it spread. So that freebooting fucked them on that initial upload, huh?
Oh, is there another one that somebody freebooted it?
I would presume if it was just a guy's wife uploading this clip and yet it went all over the place.
Well, I guess what the ABC News did, and who knows on Facebook. Facebook, fucking what a dumpster fire.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but that's YouTube. Like that, everybody, it seems like fucked on that, unless there was another version, and that's like another thing that he
The version
had.
I retweeted is currently at 1.2 mil. Yeah, that's amazing. God, what a treat. That's so
Pretty great. Pretty great.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. He looks like one of us too. Looks like a diamond clubber.
Hey, look, I don't mean this to sound negative or anything, but is there any other game besides Hearthstone that's out there?
Hundreds of thousands. We're in the millions now, actually, of games that are available.
Any good ones?
Yeah. What do you like besides card?
See, this is okay. You're doing that thing that the world does to me, where you make it my job. I need
Well,
it
you're
to
a
be,
genre. You gotta have some genres you like.
I need it to be your job.
If only you
Yeah.
like the
No,
cards
Scott,
genre.
Scott, what you are misunderstanding is that Brian wants you to know what Brian wants.
Right.
Like Brian cannot be expected to express any opinions
Thank you.
or
Thank you.
preferences. You need to know in your heart what is best for Brian.
Right.
So please stop stingily hoarding that knowledge.
Right.
And give it to him
Right.
the way that he rightfully deserves.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a game that best suits someone
Also,
who
before
doesn't.
you say it, I already watched The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched
And
it.
also,
Okay.
And
also,
played it. Part
he has watched Fury Road.
2. Yeah.
Okay.
Watch Fury
I won't
Road.
recommend that. Although the
Yes.
Mad Max video game is pretty good. But anyway, I won't recommend it. Here's what I'll say. For a guy who doesn't answer his texts, what is the best game for that guy?
God damn it.
Yes. All right. Well, now you know
go ahead.
Brian.
All right,
now you know Brian.
Not gonna,
yes.
like,
Okay.
like,
go.
I'm not gonna question your process. I'm here for the answer is all.
Let me think though. For real, like I know you like Hearthstone, so then you're
And I've seen
Okay.
Mad Max.
I mean, there's a
And
game
I
of
watched The Last
that
of Us.
needs to be highlighted. He's seen Mad Max Fury Road.
Do you like space? How do you feel about space?
I think
No,
it's pretty-
okay, hold on. As Brian's lawyer, can I point out yet again that it's not Brian's job to like or not like space? Indeed, he could be indifferent about space. He could love space more than anything else. He could hate space with a passion that could melt steel beams. By the way, only 3 days until his namesake. But
Oh God damn it! Fuck yeah!
But what you need to do is just burst forth like a beautiful butterfly and tell Brian his new favorite game.
It's time.
Okay.
Come on. What's complicated about this?
Nothing. Actually, you said melt steel beam, so I'm going to recommend the game Shipbreaker, currently on Steam. Your job is to go into space and tear apart decommissioned spaceships for money. It's
my
like
God.
reverse Tetris. It's amazing. There, I've done it.
Ship.
I did it.
Was that so fucking hard?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't hard at all. To just say a random game he may like or not is not hard.
Scott, welcome to dealing with Brian.
Yeah, just a random
I'm
game.
so sorry to all of
Just
you.
yell
I'm
a
sorry
thing.
to you.
Just yell
I'm
a thing,
sorry,
and he'll go
Justin.
like,
I'm
"Huh,
sorry, Bryce.
Okay.
Very accurate experience going on. I will. I don't know that it's perfect for Brian, but I will double down. I'll co-sign Hard Space Shipbreaker, Scott.
It's great.
It's pretty cool. It's in early access, so they're
chill.
still
It
adding
makes me
stuff.
the new no timer mode makes me just want to sit there and play it all night. I love it.
Yeah, that no timer mode, especially when you get to like the second class of size of ship, when there's
Yeah.
just a million more things going on.
Yeah, plus you got to get in the ship and you got to look around. Brian, stop us if any of this sounds interesting. But you go inside there and you poke around and you hope you don't blow up the core. And man, and they're playing like space hillbilly music, which is great. It's great.
There's
That
got to
game's
be
great.
a German word for when all your most beloved friends bond together to mock you.
Oh, I get it all the time. Usually it's I don't know, what would you call that?
Roastenfreuden.
Yeah.
Roastenfreuden, not bad.
Lurkin jerkin.
A lurkin jerkin. Yep.
I still think
Well,
you're
no,
gonna
no,
like.
Come on. No, that's more complex than that because I literally defended you.
I know.
Then
I know.
I mocked
Well,
you at the
okay,
very end. But that
so-
was literally just a cost.
There's
That
got to
was
be like
I'm
5
your
more
lawyer,
syllables
so
to indicate the amount of joy and love that you're feeling as all of your friends gather around to mock you, but also give you your greatest wish.
Well, no. Like for me personally, I'm like a divorce attorney. I'm gonna give you what you want. You're gonna pay for it, but I'm gonna give you what you want.
Okay, so here's how I'd look at this. Okay, for the record, one time, out of the blue, like out of nowhere, I get a text from the person I was just saying never text me back. I get a text from Brian Brushwood one time, just out of nowhere, that just said really nice stuff. Like, thanks for the friendship, and I hope you're doing well, and just the nicest thing. Didn't want anything, didn't ask for anything. It was just this nice, out of the blue thing. So that was nice. And all I'm saying is, I can mock you about not doing text, but you did the one that mattered most.
I just thanked you for this whole past 10 minutes. Why are you rubbing my face in it? What is happening? And I thought we were Weimar Bros. Like,
yeah, we are. We're Weimar Bros. We are.
You get a boy or a girl?
Are you getting them from the same?
They poo really big. She's a girl. They poop really big, and those poos stink for miles. So just be ready. Weimar shit is bad.
I mean, HQ's miles away from.
When do you get yours, by the way?
God.
Oh, I'm gonna get it in a week. Shortly after first of my name day.
Nice.
Guys,
get yours.
Yeah.
Can I just tell you that right now?
No.
No. There's nothing that you would have any idea of.
I just saw the chat.
I have no idea what's happening in the chat.
All right. Tell me your thing.
I right now have something in my hands that between two very, very dear friends of mine, I know will create a immediate reaction because I know both of your political leanings.
Oh, let's do
and
it.
I know
let's try
that
this.
It will be very, very, very emotionally divisive.
Okay, great.
Really? Between me and Brian?
Between you and Brian.
If we can unify
yes.
before we split, there's a link in the chat to a Lincoln story, Lincoln, Nebraska, headlined, Lincoln man's passionate boneless chicken wing plea at city council meeting gets national attention, and apparently he is forming an exploratory community exploratory committee to run for office.
Great.
And we will support him.
Yes.
We stand our saucy nugs king. Yes. Absolutely.
Okay, divide us now.
Yeah, now divide us.
Breaking news as we have recorded this episode.
Batman, not afraid of bats.
President Donald Trump is ordering the drawdown of thousands of troops from Iraq and Afghanistan. He tweets, and I'm reading this verbatim, Ron Paul is right. What?
Sorry, it just came.
What did I tell you? I knew this was going to be divisive. I repeat again. Ron Paul is right when he says we are wasting lives and money in Iraq and Afghanistan.
So is he talking about Ron or Rand? Ron.
R-O-N, the OG. Moneyball
Well, okay.
Ron.
Everything but the OG, because otherwise
I don't know who this will surprise or not, but this is crazy for me to say this because I think Trump's a rotting bag of wet Cheetos. I think he's right about that.
What part of divisive moment here that I know that you are my example of the metaphor Trump voter. I've used this on regional radio, that there are certain voters that are metaphor Trump voters that that they hate Trump so much because they always have a new metaphor for what they would vote for over Donald Trump. And nobody is more of a metaphor Trump voter or anti-Trump voter than Scott Johnson is. I know that Brian Brushwood is no fan of Donald Trump, but I do know this, that Brian Brushwood has longed for the day that somebody in power would tweet a phrase, Ron Paul is right.
Okay, so I'm in the weird position of generally, I agree with that sentiment that Ron Paul is right about that we should be in less wars and pull out of these ones that are just kind of us spinning our wheels. I agree with that. So we're not divided at all, Brian.
Okay.
We could hug.
You know what's
Okay, all right, I'm being alerted now that tweet is from 2011. However, he did draw down Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh, that was from 2011?
It is from 2011. It is from 2011.
So that's him talking about like when Ron Paul was
when
running.
Ron Paul was Ron Paul. Yeah, when Ron Paul was Ron
okay.
Paul. That being said, he did draw down troops literally tonight. So the first part of that story is new.
Did you and I talk about the behind the scenes Patreon exclusive content that was originally meant to be aired on the main feed, but now will live behind the Patreon wall from one Andrew Heaton and Ron Paul?
No.
Did that not go live to everybody?
No. It's the conversation was supposed to be about foreign policy, and around
and then it got into
23
and then
minutes
it got
in.
into, yeah.
Let me just say, if you've been on the fence about supporting Andrew Heaton's Political Orphanage podcast, there's some pretty saucy,
Some pretty good stuff
the
that lives
scenes.
beyond the sea.
I'll never forget Tom and I had one of his old professors on once for Current Geek a long time ago, and he was supposed to come on and talk about, I can't remember what it was, communications and radio and some other stuff, and teaching and all that, and he instead came on to talk about everybody, or that the government giving all the black people AIDS, and then wanted to not stop talking about it for the
Ron
next
Paul?
hour. It was for Current Geek, or no, it was it was the show we did called Forecast, where we were like predicting the future. You guys were on it once or twice.
Yeah. I think that's the one where I didn't know your name and I called you the wrong name immediately.
That's right.
And
You
then
called me Steve or
revealed,
something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what that was, but it was when it was on Twit, and we were doing the show, and he was relentless. Every question he would twist around back to this government giving everyone AIDS thing, and invented AIDS
Wait, who
to
was
give
it? This
to.
was Ron Paul?
No. This is one of Tom's old professors.
Oh,
and I just have to say this, like,
Jesus.
this
Okay,
was somebody
'cause if you
Tom really
thought that was fucked
somebody
up,
Tom really
buckle
like.
up for this.
Yeah.
Tom,
Buckle
sorry,
up-
I should have
buckle
made
up
it
for
more
Ron
clear, but
Paul
it just reminded me of
casually
that.
explaining who was
like,
really
oh,
behind the
whatever.
Kennedy assassination.
Look,
You think I'm joking? I am not.
I've listened to Kanye West albums. I'm used to people telling me about how the government invented AIDS.
But Tom showed
But yeah,
crazy restraint. I've never seen Tom show that kind of restraint before. Like, he was mad. He was pissed.
All right. Yes, we all know that Tom is a real human. But for everybody who's listening to this, they don't know Tom like we do. All they know from Tom is restraint. Like Tom's like brand is even keel restraint. Like so I'm what we are just showing you, dear listener, is indeed how far that can bend to maintain exactly the facade that you see in terms of the public persona.
Yeah, he was. He kept. He had a professional plan, and we did it. And this guy wouldn't shut up about it, even though he was like Tom's favorite professor in college. It was just bad. It was really bad. And I only brought that up to say, oh yeah, I had one of those things too. Not that Ron Paul was the guy in my story. Sorry, I didn't clear that up.
Yeah. So I was invited on that interview. And I was a big Ron Paul supporter in 2008 and again in 2012 or whatever. But oh boy, that interview. Like about 15, 20 minutes in, Ron Paul's like, yeah, whatever. Can we talk about who killed Kennedy? Because I have very specific ideas about it, and I want to explain them to you.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That must have been incredible.
Yeah, I'm glad I wasn't there.
And the closest I ever got to like anything weird with anyone I touched Mitt Romney's junk by accident once. Do you want to hear that real fast?
I did it on purpose. Go ahead.
Well, in my case, it was accidental. I went to a concert that was the Muppets and a choir and an orchestra. It was a Christmas thing. I don't remember what the deal was. We got tickets, and it was downtown, and it was really fun. But it was the Muppets, right, doing a Muppet thing. And
I love the idea that you just find yourself in this situation and you have no idea how you got there.
Well, I just know it was a thing. The whole family went, the kids went, and lo and behold, Mitt Romney and his family are there, and he's out on the outer aisle, and there's a big wad of people, and I'm trying to get through and back to my seat because I got up to pee or whatever.
Oh, you're talking about the dick touching story?
Yeah. And as I walked past Romney, I didn't say anything or do anything, but he wasn't like flanked with. It was after he lost 2012. It was like 2013 or 14, and he was flanked by people, but they weren't like Secret Service or any kind of protection.
Flanked
it was just
and
people.
Got shanked.
And I walked through, and my left hand, as he turned, went right across his crotch. Just
did it.
Total contact, not incidental, but also not intentional. Enough for me to go. I just touched a man's wiener. And then I kept going to my chair and I sat down and I said, Kim, I think I touched Mitt Romney's penis. And then she laughed for like a half an hour, and that's the story.
Circ or no circ?
I don't think he knows that I did it. I think he just felt the crush of the crowd.
Don't dodge the question. You're under oath.
Did you feel foreskin? Did you feel foreskin? Is what he's asking.
No, it wasn't that kind of.
No, so you can confirm no foreskin.
He didn't inspect it like a pear at Whole Foods.
Do you have any memory
feeling it for
of your hand caressing foreskin? Answer the question, Your Honor.
Well, all right. You remember in the Watchmen movie how articulated the blue penis was? Like it was really.
I prefer to talk about the HBO original series if you want to talk about that.
Well, that also had a pretty good penis system in it, right? Pretty accurate, realistically modeled, all that. It wasn't like that. Like this was more like if I was a computer and that was a scan, you'd come out with like a rough, like, kind of just a hose, sort of like.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be anything.
So Romney
detailed.
had a hose. Romney had a hose.
He had a little bit of a hose.
Or a hose?
It was hosey.
Yeah.
Ooh, but it wasn't.
He's got a dingle ding.
There was a roundness to it, like a curvature to the.
Oh my God, he's got a round dick. Now I've heard everything.
I'm trying to compare it to something like.
That man's got a. He's got a dick like a very distinguished doorknob. Like it is bulbous and it is wide, but it's made
like
of
the
grass
leg of
and
this
it might be haunted.
stormtrooper.
Yeah.
If this stormtrooper's leg was Mitt Romney's wiener, it was like that angle. And so there was like you could tell it was kind of out a little bit.
Yeah, you could tell it had 14 points of articulation.
Yeah, and for some reason that on the head. Just kidding. That's not true.
Yeah, exactly.
Clone penis.
Okay, question.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
There is some talk about the Romney family. Season 2 of Raise the Dead, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Fun. His dad then probably, right? More.
Well, specifically about his dick.
Yeah, no. It's not a young Dennis the Menace-esque Mitt Romney slingshotting into the 1964 election. Why, you kids? Said Barry Goldwater.
Well, yeah, if this is a direct sequel, like you said this morning, then it would have to be his dad, I guess.
It is. Did I not send this to you?
Yeah, I did. I got it. I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm gonna.
Okay, well, there you go. All
okay, in all honesty, and this is a real question. If you had to choose between touching Romney's dick a second time, or literally any other politician, would you go back for a second lap? And if not, who would you pick?
Well, does this imply that I wanted any of it? Because I didn't want any of it.
No. This is just a promise from the future.
Right.
Okay.
I promise you it's going to happen.
At some point, you are going to, the same way it happened the first time, where you just happen to, maybe this time it's at a McDonald's or a Ferris wheel or something like that.
Or
like you're eventually going to touch another politician's dick by accident.
Maybe
right?
a golden corral. You're scooting up on the.
Okay,
you're
so
trying
we're
to
up
get
at the
to the
salad
chocolate.
bar.
No, yeah. You're trying to get to the chocolate fountain, and maybe there's like a little divot in the carpet. You lean forward. Next thing you know, oh my God, I just grazed Newt Gingrich's package.
Right.
Like just one of those. Like
Meanwhile, in the
whatever's
corner,
gonna
and
happen.
it's only because you're trying to get away from Jeff Foxworthy, who's continuing to do his bit at every golden corral you go to.
You come to the Golden Corral and
Yeah.
get a bunch of chicken or some shit. I'm Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah.
All right, I have an
Enjoy
answer
some
to
of
this.
these boneless chicken wings.
Yeah.
I have an answer to this.
Fucking offense.
I have two
Hey, why don't
choices.
you get some
okay?
potatoes all gratin and put them in a pail. Take them home. Throw them in your wife's face. I'm Jeff Foxworthy.
Potatoes all gratin, more like potatoes all rotten.
Well, I don't
That's a pretty
know what
good
the hell's
Foxworthy.
going on. We got a bunch of different politicians and their dicks are out. Who's gonna
It's
touch
like I'm-
them,
it's-
Scott?
It's
And
like
who
I'm
knows?
watching a
Might
blue
one of
collar
them be
tour. It's like I'm
round?
there. All right. Okay. It's down to two. I got it in my head two.
It's down to-
If it's Ted Cruz,
then you lose.
then I'm gonna flick it hard when I
make it
walk
right.
by. I'm just gonna go
Fucking wait,
wham
hold
with my
on.
knuckles.
You just playground rhymed him? You
Yeah,
just,
oh, yeah.
like,
I
you
just-
literally set up this whole thing, Brian. You set up this whole thing, and we've already fucked around with it for so long. And he finally said a thing, and you playground rhymed him.
I tried to
he
set
said
him up
Ted
to-
Cruz, then you lose.
If it's Cruz, then you lose. If it's Romney, subscribe to Omni.
Which is great because Bob Guccione
I
owned
know.
Omni back in the day. Anyway,
Penthouse, yeah.
so what was the other thing I was gonna do? Oh no. So here's choice
You were
number
gonna touch
two.
a dick.
If
Choice
Yeah, I
two,
would
choice
hit-
two, choice two.
so, I'd punch him in the wiener. But I would, when it came to my second choice, it would be Donald Trump. But I don't want to feel his wiener. I want to confirm the pee pad. I believe is there. I believe there's a big diaper pad out front, and I just want to verify it.
Okay. Question.
Just want to hit that soggy bag of piss.
Okay. Any political figure, you're allowed to get away with it. You can either grab the junk, or you can take a finger and shove it in their backside.
Their butthole. Okay.
Your words, not mine. you like Trump. You know you could get away with it. Are you gonna do a squeeze or a tease?
With just Trump's my only target.
No, I mean, whoever you want. The world is your oyster that opens, and the pearl is inside.
Oh, jeez.
These are your words, not mine. It's your boister.
Okay, I got it. I would probably choose, in your weird scenario, which I did not make up or have anything to do with here,
But are actively participating.
but I'm
in.
actively participating in. I'm going to go with
Yeah.
Joe Biden now. And the reason I'd choose Joe Biden now is he is a dried husk of a man who has really that's just a like putting your finger in the dirt. There's just nothing there. It's just
You're a jerky boy.
maybe. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's just a empty like a prehistoric
Sorry, you haven't
worm used to live
answered
in
whether
there,
you're
but now
gonna
it's all
grab
bones and
grab
dry.
The
and,
front, the Franks and beans or the other things.
any either or like my guess is the butthole is like a crusted over. It's not a moist organ. It's just a crumbly. It's like an old cookie you don't want to eat. It's like a nasty. It's gross, but it's not that gross, right? I'm not going to go in there and come out all poopy. It's just going to come out dry and dumb. So that's I think Joe Biden's the guy.
Dumb? Did you ascribe a level of intelligence to how your finger will come out after you finger the future president's butthole?
Let's not get political.
Because everybody else in the lineup, whoever we pick from, and by the way, I'm not picking any women here because that's weird.
Okay.
All the men.
Well, I'm sorry.
different
As
levels
a
of, I
feminist,
wouldn't wanna do
will
that.
pick Geraldine Ferraro.
I consulted my local capitalist, and he assured me.
Oh, you know who? Probably Bob Dole. I'd never even know I was there.
Why do you want to finger an old man's butt? Like number one, the way to do it is to grab the junk. That's just a little squeeze of the elephant's trunk, and then you're done. Like, at least you don't at that point, if you're grabbing it over the trousers, you don't even have to wash your hands. The whole finger in the butt thing, I just don't understand. I'm sorry.
Well, I think
maybe it was just how I was raised.
Astonished at how much of that rhymed accidentally, and I wish he would just put a little bit more effort in making more of it rhyme.
Yeah, I guess I made it more about whose butthole would I put a finger in. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that's another thing. I just don't know. He gave you a choice to just squeeze a ween. Squeezing a ween, you might just do that to a family friend for laughs. Fingering somebody's butthole, that takes trust and respect. Otherwise, it's a crime.
Right. Well, you were saying it was okay. That was part of the rule. Was it was okay?
Of course,
I said you would get away with it.
My point is, it is an intimate act. If you literally went down to a McDonald's and somebody was being really cross to the lady who was taking the order, and you grabbed their ween in anger, they couldn't even go to the cops. They'd yell about it, I'm sure, a lot. But what are you gonna do? You'd say, "How do you prove it?" And then you'd walk away. That's way less intimate than shoving
digital
it right
penetration
up.
of one's anus. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, going for the Northern Lights.
I mean, Southern Lights.
Not in the direction you're pointing, brother.
Justin, I notice you're dodging the question.
Well, now he's going to pick the easy one. Just pick a wiener.
No, I mean,
Abraham Lincoln. Change the rules to say same rules except it's butthole. It's butthole only.
Coolidge.
I would full on. No. I'd full on fillet.
I'm not telling you whose butthole I would finger.
Wait,
what
you would fillet
butthole?
Did I hear that right? You would fillet Abraham Lincoln. Did I hear that right?
In front of my wife and kids.
Post show,
and they'd all clap. They'd all be they're so majestic, so patriotic.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you against it? Are you coming out publicly against?
That's literally the Lincoln Project right there. Fillet.
All I would
Lincoln.
say is that finally he would get a chance to shoot someone in the face.
God damn it!
Oh, dude.
We've got to stop. We got to shut it down. Shut it all. Shut them down. Shut them all down. You did it, Justin. You killed the show. We love you.
One last thing here, just really quickly before we go.
One blast.
I've not been listening the past 20 minutes. I hope you guys kept it clean. We finally have sent out on Patreon, only for patrons, the science ringtone. So please make sure you are subscribed. It's only for patrons. It will only be there. It's also in the Discord in the pins for the Diamond Lounge channel. But patreon.com/nightattack, you can get your own science ringtone in MP3 or M4R. So there you go.
Love you guys.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks, Scott.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Lincoln.